Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui c'est lundi le 10 septembre. I'm going to be talking to my regular French 2s about what we did today for those of you who are absent. So the first thing that we did for 4th and 7th periods, we finished doing our four squares. So I'm going to go to our notes and activities page. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you the the four square example of the verbs that end in GER, because this is what we did first. Whoops, cancel. Okay, so we took our verbs that we highlighted on our verb list: manger, changer, plonger, nager, and we did a four square activity using one of those verbs. So here this is the example, all right? And so we drop the ER from the infinitive just like we do the other ER verbs. We have the mange is left, and we add our endings. E, es, e, for je, tu, il, elle, and on. The new one, remember, that is the only one that's different for these GER verbs, okay? So the rest of them are EZ, ENT, and EMT, just like the other ones. EO and S because of the letter G. The G, when it comes before an O, makes it a G sound. So we have to add the E to make the G a soft G. So we have manger, je mange, I eat. Tu manges, you eat. Il mange, he eats. Elle mange, she eats. Il mange, they eat, masculine plural. Elles mangent, they eat, feminine plural. And then nous mangeons, we eat, and vous mangez, you or y'all eat. And then I had them choose a subject pronoun to write a sentence and then draw a picture. So that is what we did for 4th and 7th period. Now, 6th period had already done both four squares Friday. So after that, then we went to our ER verb practice, all right, and that's going to be under activities and worksheets. So I went over here to ER verb practice, and everyone got a handout like this, and if you were absent, you got one in your folder, all right. So all periods, 4th, 5th, and 7th period, did this activity. Using your ER verb notes, fill in the blanks with the missing endings of the verbs. You can obviously print this out if you want to do it at home, or you can wait till when you come back. So, looking at the subject, wait, this is the wrong one. Oops. Yeah, these are some of these verbs are different. So I'm going to have to go back and fix it. Okay, scratch the last one. This is the one. All right, so using your ER verb notes, fill in the blanks with the missing endings of the verbs. Remember to look at the subject of the sentence to help you determine the correct ending. So we looked at each sentence. We identified the subject of the sentence, which is who or what is performing the action. So here, John aime étudier entre les cours. John likes to study between classes. Who likes to study? John. So that means that John's the subject. So we underlined the subject. Here's John. We said Alyssa et Kayla was the subject. Je, nous, Madame Peak, Sam, Brooklyn, et Sonara. Vous, tu, nous, and Andrea. And then we went back, and since we determined what the subject was, that was going to help us decide what the ending was that was missing. So John aime. All right, if John is like saying he, if we look at our ER verb notes on pages 15, 16, and 17, or rather, 15, 16, or 17, then our ending, if we look at the il and el singular endings, it becomes e. So e would go in the blank. Alyssa et Kayla, that's plural. That's like saying they, which means you would use il or el plural. So ent would go in the blank for this one. Je, that's a no-brainer. When you look in your notes, je is automatically E, so je regarde. And so we did that for all the rest of these. When we got to number 5, Madame Pique, I pointed out that just because this is the name of a teacher doesn't mean that you're supposed to use the vous ending. The only time you use EZ is when vous is actually in the sentence. Vous is not in this sentence. This is like saying she dances a lot at the party. So it would not be EZ here. All right. Then here, what I did was I had them take the entire verb, go ahead and put an X through the ER of all of them, and then copy the stem and add the ending again. So here I cut out that step. I already dropped the ER. Here they had to drop the ER and then put the stem and add the ending. So Philippe, like saying he, we took everything but the ER, we wrote it here, and then we added the ending. So it would have been pleure. Philippe cries all the time, or always cries. So, pleure, P-L-E-U-R, and then E. Did the same thing with vous, and the rest of them. Now, number 5 got a little confusing because they saw that and thought it was vous again. Monsieur et Madame Ferrier, Mr. and Mrs. Ferrier. Again, it's like saying they, so we don't want to put the EZ ending. We want to say they. So the ending that would go with they would go with M. All right, so that's what we did there. So we did the ER verb practice. And that's pretty much all we did. We also glued in a sentence starter list, which is also on the web page. It is right here. All right, but we didn't really do anything with it for 4th, 5th, and 7th. Okay, we just cut this out and glued it in onto page 18. And we're going to work with that tomorrow. So that's what we did on today. Have a good rest of the afternoon.